Hey everyone, this is Phreak as usual, and it's an audio commentary yet again for WCReplays.com, and I am playing this one. I am Fair.dive. I guess, started my own audios a few times now, and now that I've gotten, top 100 on West, level 30 and all that fun stuff, I feel that I'm, still pretty well qualified to actually star in my own games and, be the subject of scrutiny and all that. And for this audio, it's not Codex 2 Craft, but you're gonna see some different hero choices by me, and I go against the dreaded Beastmaster as always, and you're going to see some more unit choice and hero choice, and I think it's an improvement from the last game I played against, I think it was B. Meyer 15. I think it's a slightly better play on my part, and you can see just kind of how strong all this stuff is. So we're going to the 30-second mark this time, mainly just because I passed the 50-second mark and decided to just continue on to the 30. And I'm going to go over this replay, so you can see some of that chat, and it's just kind of interesting, or not really, but whatever. So we're going to go ahead and just get this unpaused. If you're not at the 30-second mark from Fair.dive's point of view, with the fog of war on at this point yet, then pause this audio, get yourself there, then Alt-Tab out, back to Winamp or whatever, and start the program again. So this would be the point at which you would pause and sync up. Alright, so now assuming that you're all synced up, we're going to unpause this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, unpause. Just to keep you on your guard. GG, noobs. Raffle. Alright, anyway. Forget I said any of that. Anyway, moving on to the more relevant part of this game. The build order. Better than spamming random acronyms than talking them out. This guy's telling me to make a certain replay into an audio on AIM, and I'm like, dude, I'm recording one. Whatever. So here we go, listing the name game. I'm at 55 seconds right now. Sorry if I'm desynced. You can, pause or speed up to get there. At 59 and 1 minute. Okay, so I am doing the build order. Now, one thing to note right here is that I would go build the altar, then build the burrow. And now the peon that builds the altar, right? After you build the altar, you click the little peon portrait, and then right-click at the base next to you, and make sure he doesn't go all the way into creeps, because that's really not going to be good for you. But what I did afterwards is that after I got into 5 on gold, I rallied the next one to wood. Now, as soon as that guy came out, right, I would hold shift, click E. Then I would let go of shift. Then I'd hold shift, B, V, click for your vault. Let go of shift, hold shift, right-click a tree. And that will mean that after he chops down 10 wood, or chops down that current tree, depending on which one happens first. After he does that, he will return, like usual. Then he will build the vault, and as soon as the vault's done, he's going to come back and start producing wood. And what that'll do is that, as soon as the vault finishes, you're going to be doing 2 things as it is. You're going to be, putting items on your Blade Master, and you're going to be upgrading to Tier 2. Now, the reason I have 17 on wood, or 17 food total, and haven't been building more, is because you're not going to need any more than that. There's no reason really to put 18 total peasants. Having 8 on wood is really not worthwhile. But now check this out. This is one of the beauties of the Blade Master. Oh, you have a wisp? Too bad, bitch. And I kill the wisp, get 25 EXP, and his hero's delayed. Now that's why you scout next to you, even if it's with a Farseer or with a Blade Master or anything. You want to scout next to you, and so that if your Blade Master has to go across map or not. And then with that, you can just be, that way that you have to go across map. So right here, instead of camping forever, I decide that he's probably going to flank me with it anyway, so I'm going to actually check out one of the bases, and then, sure enough, here comes a wisp. Perfect timing, he comes in from the side. Well, I'm like, dude, WTF. So I see the wisp, and I come and try to kill it, and I knock it out. Then I'm going to go ahead and tank his Beastmaster, because I know I deal more damage than him. 24 to 34 versus 26 to 48. 5 armor, that means a lot with tanking. 24% damage reduction, that means he's, his 29 average damage is actually down by 1/4. It's lost, something like 7 of his damage, so he's actually doing 21 damage a shot, and I'm still doing, around 30 or something, which is pretty big. So I almost get that wisp, but he detonates. So I'm, gonna try to hit some wisp, but I also realize that I don't want to get surrounded, trapped by a hidden archer, then hit by other ones, because then I'm not going to be able to do anything. So I'm like, well, I can't really kill anything, but now I'm like, wait, he just moved out. He's probably going to be going to attack me. And sure enough, if you turn the Fog of War off, you can see that his Beastmaster and archers are actually checking out for where I am. He knew that I wasn't next to him due to the fact that he saw my Blademaster come from the other side of the map. So he wants to rush me because anyone who goes Blademaster first is teching. That's what happens. So sure enough, I am teching. Now, what I realized is that he was going Beastmaster Archers, and what you have to realize is that when they're going Beastmaster Archers, they're gonna rush you. They love to try to kill burrows and grunts with that, and they will. So right here, I realize I need to stock up potions, quickly Clarity, then Windwalk, and now I realize that he's gonna be killing my shop first. I'm gonna need to get myself some items. So right now I'm focusing down an Archer, and I pick up another Speed Scroll, and I'm gonna pick up, I think, another Healing Salve. So I knock out one Archer. He does have lag because he's from New Zealand, if you were checking the chat. So right now I've just got one Speed Scroll, and now I'm choosing to repair, because you want to make sure that you're in good shape. Now right here I make a mistake, and I have my Blademaster doing some noob stuff over there, focusing a Quill Beast rather than doing the smart thing, because I was messing around with my Naga, picking up Frost Arrows, and I'm really messing up by not having my Naga come with my army. Finally she comes in, so I'm really waiting for my Naga to tank because I want my salves to actually take effect. So I'm still repairing the Voodoo Lounge as best I can, trying to get a distraction so that I can get them to stop focusing it, which is perfect because that just barely happens. So I'm going to be focusing the low archers if I can. Unfortunately, Windwalk broke just then, which didn't allow me to get that kill or get any backstab damage or anything. But now I'm continuing to focus them very well. I'm knocking out archers. Frost Arrow does add 5 damage to your attack per level, which was level 1 Frost Arrow. You add 5. Level 2 it adds 10. Level 3 it adds 15. So I'm actually dealing 29 to 39 damage, which is huge. Now I'm thinking this is an AP at first, just because that would make sense, considering that he's power rushing me. So I'm trying to run this grunt back so he doesn't die for pretty obvious reasons. Unfortunately, he turns around and now he's getting owned. He's losing hit points very quickly, and down he goes because I'm a retard. But I'm trying to keep my Blademaster back. I'm waiting for him to get some hit points back. Also waiting for my Naga to heal up a little bit. Actually, she can't because she doesn't have any salves. But I'm just going to be focusing down these archers as quickly as possible. He quickly goes into hide and manages to save it. So I'm just going to continue to focus down what I can. Now, unfortunately, I realize that I'm really low on hit points. However, I see some low units. I have a healing potion, and I really want to get them to back off as best I can. So, indeed, I'm focusing with my units and trying to deal as much damage as possible. I see now just sticking out here, down she goes. But now I see that I don't have a potion on my Blademaster. I definitely don't want to burn a TP, so I'm just going to continue on this way. Use the grunt to help deal some damage. Unfortunately, that doesn't kill it or anything. However, I see some weak archers, but unfortunately, I realize that my Naga is very low. I try to pick up a potion, and obviously that doesn't happen because she died. But right now, my mindset, what I'm trying to do, is to try to kill some archers. I definitely try to save as many grunts as possible. He's already killed one, and my Naga, which is very bad for me. Now, I see that he's got a lot of low hit point units, but he's hidden them all, and that's definitely not good. He's got that, Clarity Potion using Beastmaster. My Blademaster does not have any salves on currently, so I'm going to wait for pretty much the 75 mana mark, healing salve, and then Windwalk again. However, I see a bunch of archers lurking around here, so I'm going to quickly salve, then Windwalk, so it doesn't cancel out till I'm ready, till I come out and say, hey, come here, bitch. So, I send the grunt out as a distraction, then come in with the Blademaster, so that he doesn't focus the blade first. Because if they're just attack moving, suddenly the Blademaster is going to be the first one hit. So I run the grunt in there and say, hey, hey, here's a diversion, I don't know whose audio that came from, but I remember someone saying, I need a diversion. I think that was from Cecil saying that, and he's like, hey, here's a diversion. And, sure enough, he came and followed it. So what I was doing is, throwing a diversion his way, and, making sure that my Blademaster doesn't take the first hit. Grunts do have 700 hit points. They have 1 armor, though they don't have the armor type bonus. In terms of armor, it's still pretty good. So I'm still, pumping out grunts. I got my Naga back. Now, if you may have noticed, I sent a peon off to the tavern, which is extremely smart to do, especially if you're expecting to be harassed like this. And sure enough, it allowed me to pick up a Naga right when I needed it, as opposed to having to run something past his Beastmaster and Archers, which probably wouldn't have happened. I would have had to use like a Windwalking Blademaster, which would have slowed me down a lot. So, a lot of it was just, like, the reason I did it at the time was that I didn't think my Blademaster was going to be around. I was going to come back and harass him, and I didn't think that it'd be next to the tavern by the time my Stronghold finished, so I was going to get a peon there so I could be sure to pick him up. However, as it turned out that it was a great choice for me because he started hitting me, and that was the only choice I had, is, using the peon to pick it up. So, I get hit by aim again. I don't know why I didn't put up an OA message. I'm sorry for that. But now I realize that, he's probably still got mostly archers. He just lost quite a few. I mean, I got level 2 off of his units. So, whatever. I'm just, taking some unit kills, knocking out the creeps, trying to level up the Naga a little bit. get the Blade Master a little closer to level 3, but mostly I'm kind of trying to get Forked Lightning, and that the creeps are low on hit points as it is. So now I see that he's now got a Huntress out, but I'm like, ew, this is bad. You know, he's got a lot of ranged units. He's got a Huntress, but I'm like, hey, wait, I've got a Speed Scroll. I can kill some units, especially with Frost Arrows. So I'm killing one right now. I'm going to run back this Grunt, though. He gets out just barely because I blocked him a hell of a lot, so he's at 15 HP. But, you know, I kill another one, and now I'm going to have to run units back when they're a little bit higher on health because they take some time. Now, I know that he has a Moonwell, but I know that I can deal a ton of damage, so I can just kill it really quickly. You know, I've got Forked Lightning. Now, this Grunt's going to be a little bit trickier because, you know, I've got to run him really quickly. You know, he's still trying to chase this Grunt down. You know, you can see that I've got 2 that are being chased by, you know, a lot. But, you know, look how many units I've killed so far. I've gotten level 2 on my Naga from it, and there's not a whole lot he can do now. You know, these 3 Grunts have done a whole lot for me. Now, right here, I see it, these creeps, like, is he chasing me? Do I have to run into creeps? No, it's okay. So I run home. Unfortunately, now, he's got a Naga, and he's going to pick off of that Grunt. Now, I've got another Grunt smoking crack right here. He's probably going to get owned. But, you know, he picked up a Naga at just the right time so he could pick off my units. And sure enough, you know, he picked off 1 Grunt. That's okay, because I got something like 4 archers. So I'm like, alright, this is still cool, you know. He's still got some archers sticking out. I could kill them, you know, so I kill 1 right here. You know, I notice my Blade Master is very low, though, and he has a Hawk, which is like crap. But, you know, I kill another archer. You know, right now I'm just like, you know, I know my Blade Master is going to be safe because I have Windwalk. But I'm just trying to make sure that I can get as many unit kills as I can. And look at what it's done. It's given my Naga, like, over 150 EXP. It's given her at least 160, which means... And that's just for the Naga. I mean, that means you have to add in Blade Master EXP to the Naga EXP, which means I've killed like 8 archers, which is huge. But now, you know, I see I've got Frost Arrows and my Blade Master, and another, you know, Focus Fire going down, killing the Naga Sea Witch. Now I realize that I have a potion on my Blade Master, so I'm not worrying about his Blade Master right now. Now I see that I do have a Speed Scroll, so I'm going to pop it off to my Blade Master, who had no cooldown. I used one on my Naga recently, and so I had to worry about the cooldown there. And so I quickly give it to the Blade Master and let him use that. And now I see that, you know, he's by the shop. He's just used some Moonwells. He's probably got plenty of hit points now, so I can't worry about, you know, trying to kill the Blade Master, or the Beast Master, especially since he just used a potion. He's got another one. So I'm just going to, you know, cut any more losses and just get the heck out of there. Because you can see I have 2 red Grunts at my base. Very, very low hit points. Speed Scrolls are extremely useful in running away. For pretty obvious reasons, because you run really, really fast, and so that helps you, you know, get away and make sure you don't take too much damage. And it really saved that 1 Grunt. I would have lost it if I hadn't Speed Scroll, because he got blocked by my own units quite a lot. But right now, so far, I've counted my early harassment as very, very effective. As you can see, you know, I've killed a hero. I've made him use a potion and a TP, but that's from his attack. I'm not going to count his attack. I killed 8 archers, a hero, and made him burn all his moon juice. Nightfall has just now come, so his moonwells are dry and now starting to charge back up. And I quickly purged that Hawk so that he can't really look at my base too much. I've just made him use so much money now, you know, on units that I've killed, because the Blade Master is very, very strong when they go Beastmaster. Simply put, the Beastmaster can't counter the Blade Master. He's got Hawk, which is great against Windwalk. And yeah, he has the bear, which can bash him, but I've noticed statistically, at least most recently, that Night Elves don't go bear very much anymore. They found the Quill Beast much more effective / cheesy, because its damage potential is huge with that Frenzy ability. And so you're going to be seeing a lot of Hawk and Quill Beast, which, luckily for you, are easy to purge, because they don't have that many hit points. They don't have a ton. And that'll help you a lot, because you're not going to be relying on having like 12 Shaman, because if they mass archers, they're going to die really fast. And the beauty of this is that the Blade Master and Naga are very good against archers, and your only threat is going to be Huntresses, which you can take care of later. Because Huntresses don't have damage type bonus against pretty much any of your army. You should be in decent shape. Now I see that he's been macroing quite a lot. I see he's got this huge army. I'm just getting the hell out of there, because I realize that I'm not in good shape. I'm trying to micro back my Shaman. Now right now I'm getting Troll Headhunters. Now why am I getting Headhunters? Really is that I don't need more Grunts, because they're just going to get in the way of my Blade Master for the most part. I just need an extra form of damage that can handle Huntresses, because while I don't have the huge AoE and the, you know, what are they called? Oh my god, I can't think of the term, I'm sorry. Wolves from the Farseer. I don't have... Oh my god, I almost got his Beastmaster. That's the ghostiness. That is Lightning Shield. I almost got his Beastmaster with Lightning Shield. Good game? Yes. That was very close. Dang, if I would have gotten that, it would have been a good game right then. That was close. Alright, whatever. I turned the Fog of War off if you couldn't tell for that. But that's one thing to note, is that Lightning Shield is awesome when they TP, because they're all going to be clumped up in Lightning Shield, and if I had gotten one more Lightning Shield off, I would have killed that Beastmaster. Oh well. But what I was talking about is that when you go Blade Master, you don't have a ton of anti-hunt, because anti-hunts, well, there's no damage type advantage at all for heroes. But since they have 600 HP, and they're quick, and they have some armor, and they do pretty good medium damage, you know, you're not going to be relying on your Blade Master to get rid of those. You're going to need another form of damage. And when you've got all these grunts, and you know you've got frost arrows, and you've got the Blade Master just wreaking havoc, the hunts won't be getting through your grunts really quickly, and your headhunters can deal actually pretty good damage. Now you can notice they also got level 2 armor upgrade. That's pretty much for the fact that my main damage output is my heroes currently. Grunts aren't for damage output. That's not what they do. They can kill rifles and they can kill archers. That's all they do. Since they're going to be matching up against huntresses, getting their attack upgrade doesn't mean hardly anything. So I'm just getting their armor upgrade so that Fairy Fire doesn't make them extra vulnerable. They just are a stock 800 HP unit now, rather than being, minus, a crap load to their effective HP. They actually die at a normal rate to huntresses and archers and whatnot, which is immensely helpful. So I'm also taking it to tier 3 because that last fight I lost 1 or 0 units. And what that did for me is it gave me a lot of money to work with. Now, one of the best things about defensive micro versus offensive micro is that you can spend the money that you would have been spending on more units on upgrades and tech. And what upgrades and tech will do for you is it'll mean that your units are going to be even stronger and you're going to lose even less. And it's like the antithesis of a vicious cycle. If you do well at the beginning, you'll keep doing better and better and better if you just keep adding that whole factor up, because you're going to be more upgraded, you're going to have higher level heroes, which can mean a lot more damage potential. Now you can see that Purge is a great disabling spell. I got a free Druid of the Talent, which is always nice. But, I noticed that he had a Sentry Ward down because he could start hitting me before I was very far. I walked in there trying to pick off that low dot and that low Huntress in the back lines. But then I realized that, wait, he's hitting me. And now I'm very fired. He's got a Sentry Ward. And sure enough, if you turn off Fog of War, and let's go ahead and switch to his point of view. Oh, hell, it doesn't really matter. But he had to have a Sentry Ward. Yeah, he has a Sentry Ward. I can see it. So, he had a Sentry Ward down there. Now here what I'm doing is I'm trying to purge away those cool beasts as fast as possible. They have 515 HP, which means it will take either a purge and quite a bit of damage or 2 purges. Now, I get my Beastmaster or my Blade Master out of the way. I realize that his Nog is in great shape of getting killed, so I'm just going to purge it again, speed scroll, and then, I realize, I can probably get his Beastmaster too. So, indeed, the Windwalk comes off, I purge again, try, and down goes the Beastmaster. And I start spamming Lightning Shield so that I can deal more damage to his back lines. Because the only way he's going to make Lightning Shield hurt me is running dots and archers next to my grunts, which, as you can probably tell, is not a great idea. And so the only thing he's got is running them far away and having them really do nothing. So that's usually pretty nice. So I'm like, yes, my Blade Master owns, good game and shit. So, there we go. A bit of a one-sided game, as you can kind of see from Score and Hero Score especially. But one of the great things I think about this strat is that while they're normally counting on using one Wisp and making your Farseer useless, really, he could do nothing to make my Blade Master useless. He's got mass piercing. What the hell is he going to do to him? Not only does he have 5 base armor, he's got hero armor, which means he takes something like half damage, or maybe 3/4 damage, I'm not sure. But it's really not very much when you've got salves and potions and all this crap, and you can Windwalk and strike for like 70 damage in a shot, and then hit it again for another 40, and you can just like murder stuff that way. And I got the Peon of the Tavern to use the Naga, and Naga plus Blade Master just owns early game no end. This is why Orcs love to pick up the Naga with their Farseer. Naga, Farseer, and Wolves can do so much damage. I think Naga and Blade Master is even better. It's just insane, because while normally, they run units back inside their base, and, you can't touch them without suiciding like 4 Wolves, as long as you have about 130 mana, Windwalk, kill it, kill the other one, then Windwalk out. I mean, it's perfect. It's so awesome. I played a game versus a human player, a clanmate of mine. It was BMire15. He plays random now. And what I did is I went Blade Master Naga, and I just teched him Ass Wyvern. and I killed 3 peasants early game. Unfortunately, I got killed by a base build because I was greedy and killed a 3rd one, and then got trapped in there and killed pretty promptly. Tried to eat a clarity to get another windwalk, but I got hit right as I clarity, so that didn't happen. But from there, I let it die because it's not worth a TP at level 1. It was actually the TP that made him say good game later on. But definitely lose your level 1 hero. It's better than TPing by far. I forgot. I'm sorry, this is a double up. I'm very sorry, but D-Boss is a noob. Bye, everyone.